fashion.
Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays. It is the Power Hour Christmas Spectacular featuring the three wise men. Those are our guests tonight. Only two wise men are here. And then, of course, that's not certainly not counting me, C-Red and Rion. Roll call for who's here. We've got all the way from the West Coast, the one, the only, the thespian, the Showtime extraordinaire actor, Mr. Jay Washington. How the hell are you, Jay?
I am happy to be here somewhat. I'm here. I'm happy to be here, man. It's good, dope to catch up with my bros. And to end off the year, it's been kind of crazy couple weeks for me personally, but so to be here, man, I'm happy. I had a day off. Let's say that I had a day off. Well, I got a night off. And so I just like, this is perfect time. So I'm here.
That's fantastic. And it'll probably be the last time I'm able to get a hold of you without going through your agent first.
Big time Jay. Big time Jay.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't think he was big time until this motherfucker showed up on my favorite podcast.
On the Rock Stars.
And now, first he did a special. Every time I turn around, this nigga's on this damn podcast. I'm like, God damn. Okay.
Let me tell you something. I think New Rock Stars, more than Collider, more than Nerdist, hell, more than being on Showtime. That's shocked more people. Everybody's like, yo, what you doing on New Rock Stars? But the problem is I'm always everybody like, yo, I didn't know you watched New Rock Stars. And so
dude, my favorite podcast that he was on.
Stars, dude. Like, fuck. If I want somebody to break down Easter eggs and hidden meanings behind shit, I go to New Rock Stars first. Fuck everybody else. I go to them first. Because 9 out of 10 times they got all this shit right. And then they go back, if they miss some shit, they go back and shoot a whole nother video about the shit they missed. I'm like, see, this is why I fuck with y'all. Because y'all give me accurate shit.
And he was on my one of my old favorite podcasts. They don't do it anymore. And he knows, because I texted him and marked out about it when they used to do Marvel movie news. Yeah. And this motherfucker was on there. I was like, what the fuck is he doing on Marvel movie news? I listen to this shit every week.
All I'm going to say is Jay on New Rock Stars with the black chick, they like, damn. I'm like, the tension is in the air. Like, and they throwing into windows left and right. I'm like,
what's funny?
Shit to get banned off of YouTube. Shit.
Let me tell you something. You know what's funny? Because like, I have so many people who keep saying, yo, what's up with you and Jessica? And I'll be like, nothing. They'd be like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. I thought, but here's the thing, y'all know me, right? Backwoods and Red, y'all know. Y'all, shut the fuck.
Oh yeah, we know you.
Y'all know I'm oblivious to shit. So if it was her dropping hints, I'd be sitting there just like, I'm on air, let me work. Like, I don't know what was going on.
Hey, Red, if he was still in that apartment on 79th Street, he'd pick up on it.
Yeah, I bet you need to shut Yo, first of all, this is what we not finna do. This is what we not finna do. Yo, we not finna do this in Marksmith, not tonight. No, you will not.
Oh, nigga, fuck that. I was part of your goddamn stand-up. So you can kiss my ass.
Oh, wait. I didn't tell you. Okay, wait.
He's got shot again.
Okay, wait. So my little mini joint dropped on YouTube, right? I didn't know Red was gonna watch it. All of a sudden, I get a text message from this, hey, fuck you, nigga. And I was like, it took me a second to realize, what could he be talking about? Oh.
Boy.
I mean, K, Backwoods, he put all my shit out there. The only thing he didn't mention was my damn name. I'm like, and I'm sitting there, I think about it, Back. We like to support our boy, right?
Yeah.
So we like to, like anytime I'm driving and I'm on Sirius XM on the comedy channels and this shit pop up, I take a screenshot and I shoot it to him. Say, yeah, nigga, I'm listening to you while I'm driving to work or wherever. Okay, I'm supporting my boy, right? he done dropped this joint. I'm like, bet, cool. And then I'm stuck because the shit is about me. And all I'm gonna say is it's about me and somebody else and the shit we used to do.
But
So
I
now
never
you gotta
said
know-
no. So here's
Look,
the deal, though. Here's the thing. This is the one when I started doing the bit. When I started doing it, because I forgot it. I think it came from a conversation with somebody else about something, and I was just so when I started doing it, I was like, "Yo, if this joke ever make TV, only a select handful of people gonna know really who I'm talking about." And so I was this is my rationale to myself was I'd rather take that handful knowing over the millions than don't. Like,
Look, Steve, I told you, you do not know what you are in for. Just by the way that motherfucker reacted when I said the apartment on 79th Street. Because
you shot called that all right. And also, along with Jay,
if those
we got
walls could
backwards.
talk, if those walls could talk,
would you shut the? And also, I don't feel like I should be. I'm being put in an uncompromised situation because now I'm on here with an alcoholic who's talking. I don't need to have this.
First of all, I am a functioning alcoholic because
Excuse
it's part of my gimmick, and that's
fair.
why I'm always the highest paid.
Okay,
guy on the
Flair. Okay, Flair.
Hey, I'm living my best life, brother. All right, I'm living my best life.
Hey, real quick. I just want to get that before I start driving because I'm leaving from this gym. It's really hard to try to explain to people what they need to do when all it's man, motherfucker, you do it. That's all I heard from you guys. I didn't hear shit else. Just a lot of mumbling and a lot of stuff about the city, and I'm trying to tell them what to do. I'm like,
that's your fault for having the volume up. Don't blame us.
Oh yeah, I tried because I'm missing a G on this phone because it's supposed to be 5 and it's 4, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. Hey, I'll be back.
Rian, you should have expected this when you had all of us together.
Oh, this ain't me. You talk to that guy over there in the chair. I'm just stating stuff that is in front of
us in chairs. It's a couple of us in chairs. You like the guy in the chair.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we're
all. He knows. He knows who I'm talking about. He knows. I'll wait.
Agent of Chaos.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he knows.
Welcome to Cactus Rack. Cactus, are you going audio only this evening?
No, I'll let you guys see my face.
All right. Well, thank you. There she is. There is the roller derby knockout, Cactus Rack, our coach, our co-host. Cactus, say hi to the guys. We got Jay. We got Backwoods.
Hello.
Hello. How are
What's
you?
up, Cactus? Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm
Good to see you again. Good to see you, Jay Washington. I don't think we've met before.
Probably not. I wouldn't be surprised. I remember most faces, so which we have not.
Jay, you know, I'm waiting for Marche to get here so we can tell that story about that time you motherfuckers gave me a 3D and my overalls exploded.
Hey, God works in mysterious ways. He had to learn that day not to wear them damn overalls.
Man, that's when in my mind the idea of overalls started to fucking dissipate because I said this is some bullshit. We are outside on Stony Island doing a show by CBS High School, and I'm getting a fucking 3D, and now my damn pants are around my ankles.
Let me tell you something. The day I think I talked about the last time I was on the show, it was the first time we ever did Team Damage versus the Soul Touchers. And I think that's when Jazz and Marche realized, shit about to get real. So me and Willie, how we are. And then all of a sudden, nigga, Marche chopped me. I said, oh no. So I chopped Jazz. And sure to tell you, Jazz lit up, was like, and it started. And I'm like, get up off me.
Wait a second. You remember that?
Everybody knows you can't chop Jazz.
You remember that Bible show that we did in Gary?
I'm sorry, did you say a Bible show?
Bible
so C-Ray would run Bible Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
We were playing biblical characters, and for some reason, me and Willie always had to be evil people. You didn't never believe in us in the power of good. We just had to be demons.
But see, I still hold a grudge against you motherfuckers because y'all set me up. It was a 4-on-3 tag match, and I was green as shit. And you give me the tag and say, "Yeah, get Jazz in the corner and chop her." Okay, me not knowing no fucking better, I put Jazz in the corner and I chopped the dog shit out of him. Next thing I know, that motherfucker turned into a Super Saiyan and started whooping my ass. I'm like, how did I get in the corner and start getting punched?
I think that is everybody's Acid Jazz story for those watching. Everybody that's ever wrestled Acid Jazz knows Jazz will do a whole bunch of stuff with you until he just ain't finna do it. But one thing Jazz ain't gonna do is take no chops. Jazz ain't about that life. You hit that by one time, you like, bro, we are friends in real life. Calm down.
I won't forget it because I fucking chopped him and I turned and looked at you, Jazz. I mean, you, Willie, and Marche on the corner, and you motherfuckers were just laughing y'all ass off. And I'm like, what the fuck is so funny? I turn back and look at Jazz. I'm getting my ass whooped.
Because we knew what was about to happen. He about to find this out the hard way. Let me tell you something. I had to realize, like, with certain people, there's certain things they do that you got to feel like you got to evaluate if this is going to be a professional or a personal friendship. Like, and I say that because I'm talking about both Willie and Marche. With Willie, you got to remember, Willie sometimes gets carried away and hits you with a potato. And when he hits you in the face, speaking of the devil, because I'm going to talk about, I'm glad he won't get in, because I'm going to talk about him as soon as he walk in here.
Yeah.
Steve.
So when Willie punches you, you got to catch yourself. Hey, we just see shoulder. Oh, look at that hook of shoulder. Look at that.
I was gonna say,
look
if
at
this was
Mr.
Willie coming
NWA.
on, we were gonna have another fight.
There's a Willie free zone, Cactus. Don't worry.
Good.
So I was saying, I'm talking about how between you and Willie. So Willie will punch you, and then he'll potato you, and you got to realize, hey, bro, this is a match. When you chop people, you got to start telling yourself, I'm not going to shoot Marche. I'm not going to shoot Marche. I'm not going to, because Marche will chop you and you will forget this dude is your friend. Because you'll be like, hey.
Dude, the worst chop I ever got from this motherfucker, and it was like a double whammy. We were doing a fucking show up in SSW in Kenosha in that fucking low boy ring. Fucking Marche calls the spot. He's like, I'm going to shoot you, hook the ropes, run at me, I'm going to do the low bridge. I was like, cool, typical Indies, typical spot, nothing serious. Until this motherfucker did the low bridge, and I was like, shit, this ring is low as hell, and this ground is coming real fast. So I fucking take the low bridge, go over the top, and fucking smack the ground. And before I can even fully get stood up, what do I get? Pow! I was like, God damn, what the fuck was that? Like, shit. So I'm trying to sail away. This motherfucker didn't leave me alone. He kept coming. He chopped me like 4 fucking times. And then I rolled in the ring. And what made it so bad, that was the night he was going into the Hall of Fame anyway. He rolled me in the ring. I was like, damn, dude, you going into the Hall of Fame right after this. Hey, how do you gotta tell somebody hey bro, you're gonna get inducted. Calm down. Right. Like, I was like, God damn. I was like, we rolled together.
Since we Marche and chopping stories, here I am. Me and Willie, we got a match. It's us, and we find out his partner is gonna be late. And they like, Mitch Blake. Oh, brother, we need you to go on early, brother. So figure out what you can do, brother, with Shay, bro, until you guys.
That is a stunning representation of Mitch Blake.
I appreciate it. So we go out there.
Post about you. He's gonna make a post about you now.
I don't give a fuck.
That I know.
Do I work for him?
No.
Hey, he's gonna show up and
this is the same.
Wait, y'all all to make Gary mad at you? I mean, it sounds about right given the past record of things.
This is the same motherfucker that fired me because I worked in Indiana and he was running in Illinois. Get the fuck out of here.
I got fired for having a baby, so just saying, I got fired.
So they technically can't do that to you in your shoot work.
Exactly. I got because my ex-wife had a baby. So.
Right. So anyway, I come up with the brilliant idea. I'm a make sure if Shay chop me tonight, this shit ain't gonna hurt. So I wear my red bulletproof phony vest right under my hoodie. So me and Willie go out there. We look like a tag team. We got hoodies on, do-rags on. We good. I tag in. Willie, he done beat Marche down. Bet. Okay. I get in there. I get cocky. I take off that damn hoodie. And Marche chopped me one time, and that shit did not hurt. I was like, yes, this is the smartest decision I have ever made. Until I realized that shit is only connected with Velcro. Marche took that damn Velcro off, and it was like, he was like, oh, you know, like, so all of us come from African American homes. Remember when you used to get that whooping that one time and you swore you wasn't gonna cry?
Yep.
You tried to man up, and they
That's
said,
called the Bernie Mac.
They said,
The Bernie Mac. Yeah.
I got something for that ass.
Where you crying and don't no fucking noise come out.
Marche went all the way to fucking Seoul, Korea, and brought that bitch back and chopped the shit out of my chest. And he thought I was like selling. No, motherfucker, that shit hurt for real. Then, like he did you backwoods, he didn't do it just one time. This motherfucker got to walk me to each fucking corner and chop me again. Like, fuck. So, fuck that. When I tagged out for real. Like, fuck that. Somebody give me my keys. Somebody go find somebody. Give me a payday. I'm the fuck up out of here. I'm going to Mr. Subs. I'm going to fuck home.
I don't know if Shay remembers this, but after the SSW show, we were in a car ride driving back home. And the second we pulled out of the Broadstone parking lot, I was like, bro, any other time we work again, you get one. You get one. That's all you get. Ain't no more of that fucking tapping me more than once.
You get one.
You get one.
And it's funny how that always comes out. It's like, but here, in my defense.
There's no defense. There's no defense. There's no defense.
What are you talking about?
Wait, let me make the defense.
There is no defense.
All right, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
In my defense, having heard these stories, right? Now, when we wrestled again, now before you guys got chopped anybody, you already saw the damage done to opponents that we were tagging against. Most of the matches that we had in Backwoods knows, because I remember Blitz was one when the St. Joseph's part. I believe, I don't know where we were, but it was when you, Jay, tagged with
that was at Northern Lights, and EJ was your fucking tag partner.
Jay, no, he tagged with Red. Where were we?
Oh, that was on the north side at the Indian Center.
You know, okay, so yes. So no, he didn't tag with Red, it was you. He tagged with you. Red was on my team.
That was the night. You three motherfuckers. Here I am. I'm geek. I am going to fly. Yes. And you niggas broke kayfabe. Then all of y'all stood up. No. And I'm like,
you goddamn right. You weren't gonna die on our watch.
But just going back to it. Just going back to it. And all of those matches, before the thought had even entered my head, when the opportunity came, y'all stood up there and said, Shay, do it. Throw the chop. And just to get confirmation, I said, are you sure? He said,
one.
Yeah, might as well. They already, the crowd's already into it. This is how we gonna make it hot. And I said, okay. And as soon as that one, now typically if it's really, really, really good, I really won't go back to it. Red's already known this before. I really won't go back to it. But once that one more time comes up, that's where they just like that solemn go ahead. Just go ahead.
What I want to know is how you get the chops to hurt through layers. Because
those hands.
I have been chopped by you.
He is Marche may be listen. No, this is let me tell you what it is. I'll break it down for you, Steve. This is exactly what it is. To Marche's family and close friends, his loved ones, he may be an angel. He may be a gift sent from God, a provider. But that nigga's hands is from Satan himself.
Yes.
That is
not
not
one, but two of my nipples right off my body.
That is from
In a
Satan.
suit.
That is Beelzebub palms to come out. Hey, there's not a grown man on this planet that's supposed to hit you. Like, look,
No.
between
You wanna know
him
what it
and
is?
Walter, people would be shot for real. I'm telling you, like, no, man, let me tell you something. This is how I know I'm about ready to hang my boots up. Because if I was ever still working like regularly, and they was like, "Hey, we bringing in somebody for you to work," they'd be like, "Who? Marche Rocket." Let me tell you what my God told me. He told me I ain't got to do this. You know, they say about my God. They say no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's a weapon. That's a weapon formed.
Chops are bad. You and I have worked like 50 times, and after the 10th time, I told you, bro, don't chop me no more. Don't chop me for real. Don't you chop me. But what happens after that? This motherfucker broke a kendo stick over my head.
You did say don't chop you. I mean, you left yourself pretty much open for it. That was open to interpretation of what you wanted next. Like,
dude, it was one of those things where when he hit me with the kendo stick, it happened in slow motion. Like, I slid down to my ass and I was just looking up at him the whole time. Like, I was like, motherfucker, what did you really just hit me like that? Like, God damn, like, hold on. Time out. Wait, we got to reevaluate some shit because this ain't right.
At least it wasn't a chair, though.
I'd rather get hit by a chair. Do you realize how hard you got to hit somebody to break a brand new kendo stick over their head? Brand new. Never been used before. And that motherfucker broke in half.
You said let it fly, so I let it flew. I was like, again, I always get confirmation. I never do anything without getting consent.
No, see that? How much bullshit that sound like? I'm gonna hit this. I'm how much bullshit it is. Because you know Marche like, I'm gonna hit this nigga. He just don't know how hard. I hope he know. And he go, okay, let it fly.
Let's see, this is why I don't book myself in those type of matches.
And God forbid it doesn't land right and he doesn't like it, then he will chop you again. That was my second time ever managing.
I make sure it's gonna land right. You ain't got to ever worry about that.
I was the second time in my career, and it was Marche versus Mitch Blake, and I was the manager, and I was in the ring, and I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and Marche chopped me, and I covered up because I've seen Marche chop. So he was coming, and I'm like, and he didn't get me, and he leaned me over the rope, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you down on the concrete, and I'm gonna get you again, but you better keep your arms down this time." So I come down, and I start running, and he quarters me off, and I put it out like this, and he says, "Do not move," and bang! And that's on video of me going down like I was concussed, and I got hit in my chest. It had nothing to do with my head, but I was concussed.
These are two examples of how bad you know his chops are. One. You chop fucking Devin at SSW, and that motherfucker still has a scar on his back of your handprint from chopping him. Two, remember that fucking IWA show where Cabana had you in a figure four, and he told, "Hey, give us a chop, bro," and you chopped him one time and went to chop him again, and he covered up. He fucking covered up.
And Scott was like, "Nope."
And it's on YouTube.
Yep.
Hey, and again, that was all him because I was still just new in the game. And he was the one who said, "Hey, I want you to chop me." And again, "Are you sure?" He says, "Yeah, give the people what they want." And it was like after that first whip, he was like, "Oh."
See, this is what makes it bad too for Marche when he, like, me and Willie wear the singlets. So like there's a handprint, but it's missing the middle.
Right, it's missing the fucking middle.
It's missing the middle. It's the singlet that got hit.
It looks like half turkey or something.
Y'all didn't see the latest one at Rocket Pro. So I mean, Steve saw. Remember Quinn?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Quinn's the size of a 2x4 when you turn him sideways.
Oh,
so when you hit him with that chop, it went right through him, and you practically hit the ring post.
Now I will give Shay credit. When I fucking first broke in my first battle royal I ever did, Shay was in that battle royal with me, and you know, me being fucking green as goose shit. I wasn't even backwards yet. That night I was Chase Johnson. What a fucking terrible name. What a fucking terrible name. Fucking terrible.
I think we all asked. I was like, "You sure you want to go with that?"
What was your name again?
I'm fucking in there jazzed up. I get I get Shay in the corner. I'm giving him a couple punches. He's like, "Yeah, baby, that's good. That's good. That's good." He's like, then he turned me around. He's like, "You lucky I'm not gonna chop you tonight," and poke me in the eye. I was like, "Oh, thank God," because fucking Mitch Blake chopped the shit out of me. Fucking Abaddon chopped the shit out of me. Hunter Payne chopped the shit out of me. Fucking Jay Washington chopped the shit out of me.
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about.
I went to practice the next day and my chest was black and purple.
So you gonna blame the black guy? No, don't do that.
I'm blaming all you motherfuckers except for Marche.
That's right. See,
Red, were you that with that match I had with? Were you that match I had with Bad with Rob that one night after it was like built up after belts and stuff, and when the match was built up, Abaddon was still on cycle, so the pictures had him all jacked up, and then when we got to the venue, it was like Rob now, and so I was like, I've been doing IWA Mid-South at the time, right? So by then, I'm working Elgin, so I'm hitting people. So me and Rob had a match, and Rob getting the back. He said, "God damn it, Trauma, this is the work." I was like, "Hey man, I was expecting to get hit harder. Hey bro, I know, I'm not gonna play this with you and Jeff. You're not gonna just sit there like I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna go, no, I know what to expect." He was so mad. He was mad at me for like a year.
Dude, me and Shay just did a show with Rob. And
Rob was mad at me for like a year.
Now he's retired or whatever you want to call it, and he comes back and does these fights. And I just told him, I said, "Bro, I don't forget those ass kickers y'all used to give us at practice. I don't give a damn what you want to call it. Them big ass work boots. And y'all call it practice."
Yeah, there was never wrestling boots. He had on regular boots you get out of years.
Nightbreed, baby.
Dude, that's damn corner. You stumping the shit out. No, bro, I don't forget that.
Bro, I was fucking 6 months in at Vanguard, and we had that battle royal during a snowstorm to crown the fucking mid card champ, and it was me, Jeff, Isaiah, and I don't know how Virgil got in there, or somebody else, and fucking Jeff was like, "Time to go." I was like, "Cool." So he gives me a shot. I fucking post up against the ropes, ready to take the clothesline over the top. This motherfucker gets a head of steam and boots me right in the fucking mouth. Right in the fucking mouth with the heel of his boot. I go over the top. I'm laying there on the cell. I was like, what the fuck is rolling around my mouth? I fucking spit. This nigga kicked one of my teeth out. I was like,
I always told people, I said, "See, y'all got Hunter Payne and Austin Roberts.
Yeah, y'all didn't get Baltazar and Abaddon. Y'all didn't get Nightbreed. Y'all didn't get Nightbreed. Yo, if you get
Nightbreed, as soon as you heard, you was like, "Oh fuck." Oh,
or the Dunn brothers, or when you all of a sudden got Damian Dunn trying to act like he crazy, and then you got Wicked want to be 300 pounds doing flips.
Hey, remember that time Tony's girdle broke at the show?
Oh my god, that was Rowan Park, wasn't it?
It was.
That was Rowan Park. Oh my god. Oh, such good memories.
So welcome to I haven't even had a chance to welcome everybody to the Christmas special. It just kind of exploded straight away. Our guest right now, Jay Washington, Backwoods Brown, Marche Rocket, the three wise men. Welcome to Cactus Rack. Rion's driving somewhere. It's been a
wait. Does it still say that I'm Cactus Rack?
Well,
it says Sexy Stan Hansen now.
That's right.
Thank you.
Sexy Stan Hansen. I'm sorry.
That's what you will be referring to me as for a while.
I saw that clothesline. I saw a picture of that clothesline you threw Cactus, and that's me and Jay's specialty. We can give you some pointers because
please do.
If you don't hit a motherfucker, you gotta fucking lay ass out. Yo, this is the best. Let me tell you about a match. Let me tell you about a match that we did at this. This was years ago when AWA Slam or whatever it was. It was me. It was war. It was war, right? It was me versus Iceman Tim North.
I was in your fucking corner for that.
He was in the corner. Yep. The opening spot, I tell Tim, I'm gonna hit you with a forearm. I'm not gonna lock up. I'm gonna pop you. I popped Tim, and Tim went, dude. And Backwoods on the apron. Wake up, Tim.
Yeah,
Well,
it was hilarious. Like,
unfortunately,
I was like, yeah, Trauma, get him. And then I saw that motherfucker go down. I was like, hey, Tim, get up, bro. Like, the match just started. Wake your ass up.
Unfortunately,
he hit him so hard.
there's video of the lariat, but there is not video of me slapping the taste out of Damian Gray's mouth 15 minutes earlier.
That was actually a special moment. We all had fun at IPW this past Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, I still fucking remember that clip when I was like 4 months in when we were working at VWAA, me and Trauma in the singles, and that motherfucker hit me with a lariat for the finish, and they made a gif of it, and all it kept saying was "good night" and him hitting me and fucking almost flipping over.
Because here's the thing. Look, I know there. Okay, let me make sure I say this as a Christian for C-Red. I know there are times I know there are times I can throw a lariat and it might hurt somebody. Okay,
Might.
Shut up. Shut up. Anyway.
Hey, no. See, if we want to do, if we doing confessions, I got a couple. A couple confessions before. Let me. If we're gonna be wise about this, let me paint the picture.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there was once a time that we were all up in Kenosha, and the soul touchers were about ready to touch some souls, when a poor young wrestler named Willow came a-blurring. Oh Lord!
The night before Christmas. Where's my eggnog?
There was Willie, there was Shay, there was Jazz, and there was Trauma. Oh, but
don't act like I wasn't there.
But what was going to lay?
I was there.
And Red as well. But what there was going to be was a whole mess of drama. Though it did not come from Red, it did not come from Willie, nor even Jazz or Shay. What came to Willow that day was a man known as Jay.
AKA Trauma.
He picked the poor lad up who was just starting his career. He said, "Hey, get up and take this clothesline. It's going to make your year."
Write this down. Are you reading?
Have you told us before? Or is this all?
We all looked befuddled as he took off with such pride. When Willie leaned over, touched Jazz and I, and said, "This motherfucker gonna die." And so as the soul touchers all looked with a gaze, with the crowd who went up in a blaze, all we saw was this poor Willow's head go rolling off the shoulders. I swear to God, we thought he was dead. And it turns out when we went to go, and finally when the match was over, we went to the back. We said, "What happened, Willow? Why didn't you duck?" He said, "Oh, I'm deaf." Turns out this motherfucker had a prosthetic ear that he did not know.
Oh my God.
It's a true story. It's true.
He said, "Yeah, he's like, I have a prosthetic ear. And so he can't hear out of the one side." And we're all looking at each other and we're like, "Did you know that?" And he's like, "No, he didn't say anything." And we all just, it was like a movie. At the same time, without even discussing it, we all just did like this. Straight to Trauma. I was like, "Dog, you knocked a man's prosthetic ear off." He was like, "They didn't tell me nothing."
Hey, you ain't got no room to talk about doing damage to people in Kenosha, Mr. I give somebody a concussion 45 seconds into a match. And then Jay, your ass I'm fucking knocked out. Let me just lay the scene out there for you. A 6-man tag at SSW is me, Dave Rydell, and Dave Storm versus Jazz, Marche, and Trauma. We're fucking ready to go, and before we go out, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna start hard backwards. We're gonna hit the ring and jump on you. Fucking, we're gonna pitch Dave and Dave, and I'm gonna give you a big bump, and as you're feeding up, you know, Marche's like, I'm gonna do that Randy Orton punt. You know, I saw him do it on TV Monday, right? I'm like, cool. All right, Randy Orton punt. They coming in, pop, do the shit. I take the bump. I'm on the cell feeding up on all fours. All I hear first is Marche says, it's time. Okay, cool. So I'm fucking selling, crawling in position. This motherfucker runs so fast across the ring and fucking legit kicked the dog shit out of me. My head has never moved that fast in my life. He kicked the dog shit out of me and I fucking go limp. And I didn't even know this happened until I watched the video back. He turns around and goes to the crowd. Now that's impressive. I'm impressive. And out the rest of the match. What you mean that's impressive? I remember Rydell slid in. He's like, backwoods, you good? And he was like, bro, it sounded like you were snoring for a second. Because I was knocked the fuck out. Like, he kicked the dog shit out of me.
Yeah, because I remember when Marche started doing, when Orton started doing it, Marche was like, I'm gonna do it. And Marche was just kicking niggas. He was like, bro. Marche was literally running up.
Right? What made it so bad?
Did I have kickback on
me.
No, you was wearing the pants with just the blue.
Right. I was wearing the pants with the blue.
Yeah, you were wearing the shiny pants. Jazz runs over and kicks the shit out of Rydell. I'm finally starting to fucking come through, and I roll over to my back so I can try to sit up. Next thing I know, this motherfucker jumps up and does a splash on my legs and slides across my fucking knees. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I didn't even realize I had just got kicked. Like, I'm just coming to. Now I got fucking Jay's ass jumping on me and doing a fucking slip and slide across. Needless to say, I didn't tag in the rest of the match because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh, timeout. There's got to be a timeout. Did Marche Rocket just tell a story in the prose of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas? Did I hear that right?
That's
he
right.
Did.
That's right. With no cards, baby. That's off the top of the head. That was from the heart, baby.
That is, we might as well end the show after tonight. How are we gonna follow that up?
I didn't know it was a prosthetic ear. In my defense, I didn't know.
That was the thing. We all didn't know, but it was like
none of us knew.
I think I noticed that Marche Rocket, when he tries to defend himself, he can't.
When I upload the audio, I'm just titling it like episode 2 or whatever. I didn't know that was a prosthetic ear. That's all I'm titling. That's what it's going on.
That's the title of the night. I didn't know it was a prosthetic ear.
Did you know?
And I think that was his whole reason. That was his whole excuse going back. It was like, I didn't know it was a prosthetic ear.
That's why he wore the mask.
Hey,
man, listen. Hey man, look, it ain't as bad as what I think we told the story. Like, oh my God, I remember watching the dude. That was a dude. We did the show. It was me, Willie, and Red. And there was this one dude who kept telling, I think we told it on the last time I was on with y'all, but I don't know if we told you, Marche, okay. This dude was like, he called himself Dark Blood or whatever his name was, said he taught Danny how to do the best moonsault ever. He was saying he kept saying he taught Danny. He's like, I taught Chris Daniels how to do the moonsault. So he calls a spot with me and Willie outside the ring. He says, I'm gonna run over, scale the ropes, jump, and do a backflip moonsault on y'all. So me and Willie standing there, dude walks, goes to the ropes, and goes to jump, and me and Willie looked and said, nope, and split apart. When I tell you, dude landed on a Jim Hardwood flow like, wow. It's like, well, oh shit.
I think the best part about the soul touches of the VIP club is that when we had no problem. I think what made us so special is that we had no problem when the shit got real. We had no problem in saying like, nah, we're not fucking doing that.
I'm not doing that. No,
we can it can all be discussed.
Look at my contract.
Yep, not my contract. Hey, that was the thing. It's not my contract.
we can plan. Shit can be planned in the back. It can go over 1,000,000 times, but in the midst of it, when the time comes, if we see some real shit, we turn into real folks, and I think that's what fans like the most.
Because we'll be like, nope.
Nope.
No. So the best one, and I, even though he's not here for good reason, but I have to tell this story. So me, Jay, and Willie, we down state, New Breed.
Oh, am I not supposed to tell Willie stories? I don't know. I'm just
no. They're all acceptable.
Willie brought a fucking cat as a visual aid the last time.
Wait a second.
Canceled on this show.
Is this the New Breed? Is this the New Breed story where the three of us went down there and the fucking Willie was going so fast in my truck, the trunk popped open and I had to fucking lean back and hold all the bags so they didn't fall out?
No. This was, I think, our second time down there. And anybody that's ever seen my slapjack knows I carry a real slapjack.
Not a gimmick.
So the match before us, I don't know why they decided to do this, was a hardcore match. So before us, it's still light bulbs and thumbtacks and all kind of bullshit. And all they do is sweep out the ring. They don't sweep the floor by the ring. They just sweep the ring.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so these two young cats, again, one of them is 16, and the other one is his older brother, and he like 19. Now, the whole time, ain't nobody called no spots to go outside. They decide to go, and Jay and Willie outside, we all huddled up together. We trying to come up with a plan. And they decide to dive through the ropes on top of Willie and Jay. Now, I just told you, all this shit is still out there. I ain't never seen two black dudes get angry so quick. Now, the end of the match is supposed to be, I slide in the slapjack, and Willie is going to gimmick and hit the guy over the head. He's just supposed to make it look like he hit him, and dude laid out, and then they give the finisher. Okay. But now they mad. All bets is off. Like, I can't say shit. I'm gonna take the 16-year-old, and he just beating this boy ass like redemption. Like
y'all not gonna make me seem like a vicious monster in the wrestling ring. I just want to say that for myself. Go ahead.
You are. But Willie said, Red, hand me the slapjack. Now, in theory, we should have got disqualified because I'm sure the people even outside the bar heard Willie scream that shit. But I handed it to him anyway. Willie didn't give me shit. Willie took that slapjack, flipped it open, and he hit this dude over the head. Now, here's the problem. He hit him so hard, he broke my slapjack. Like, the slapjack would not, I couldn't compress, like, I had to throw it away and get a whole new. Like, really? Like, and the dude was like, he started bleeding. He was like, man, what was that about, man? And Willie was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And like, me and Jay just had to look at each other like, oh well.
Southern Illinois is a special place. I don't know if Shay remembers this. Shay, you remember that one show? It was just me and you, and we went down there and worked for Mississippi Madman, God rest his soul, right? And we get there. This was supposed to be the blow off to me and his angle, and we had the last man standing match. And we get there, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, we're gonna go about 25 minutes tonight." I was like, "Cool, Don. That's great." I'm sitting there. messing around with the boys, starting to get dressed. He comes back like 10 minutes later. Yeah, bro, we're going to do all this. It's going to be great. We're going to go 20 minutes. Okay, I thought you said 25. I was like, cool. I'm talking to Shay. 10 minutes go by. He's like, yeah, man, we're going to go out there and do all this. We're going to go about 15 minutes. I'm like, we go from 25 to 15. So intermission comes. Yeah, bro, we're going to go out there and it's going to be great. We're going to do this. We're going to go about 10 minutes.
Is it
I look at you, I was like,
thing?
how
Is
the
there
fuck
like
we
a
go
time
from,
zone thing happening here?
we go from 25 minutes, now we're down to 10 minutes. I look at you, I was like, goddamn, I'm getting at least 15 out of this motherfucker. So this was legitimately the longest double down in professional wrestling history. So boom, boom, boom. We're doing shit. I hit him with the fucking lariat, smoke him. He gets up at 8. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna bump you with the double choke. You're gonna go down. I'm gonna hit the madman moonsault off the top. And then
which also is very terrifying to see. And for no one, God rest his soul, he was a great dude. But to watch a 400-pound man climb the top rope to do a legit moonsault.
This is where the story. This is where it gets good. He's like, I'm gonna hit the moonsault. All the heels gonna hit the ring and get on me, and then the babyface is gonna come run him off. I'm like, cool. Hit him with the lariat. He gets up. I go for it again. Duck, double goozle, take the double choke slam. Still over to the corner. He starts climbing up. I'm like, all right. He gets to the second. He tries to fucking get his foot on the top. And the top rope started shaking like a fucking earthquake was happening. I was like, all right. I see him pull his foot down. It's like, all right, he's going to just go for a Vader bomb. Cool. This motherfucker did a moonsault from the second. I was like, oh shit. And it's, again, slow motion. I'm laying there watching. I was like, oh my fucking God, his stomach is about to land on my face. His stomach is about to fucking land on my face right now. At the last second, I fucking barely turned my head. He caught like the corner of my face. Instantly, everything on the side of my face fucking closes because the middle of his stomach hit me right in the fucking face. So I'm sitting there on the cell waiting for the heels to come out so we can start going into the finish. We legit laid there for fucking 5 minutes before the heels hit the ring. The heels come out, start putting the boots to them. The baby faces come run them off. He laid there for another 6 minutes. We had an 11-minute double down with both of us on the ground and not shit happening.
Well, y'all got y'all 25 minutes out of it, didn't you?
Bro, I looked at him, I was like, Don, you ready? He's like, and I see him like sucking so much air. Not yet. I'm like, okay, you gave me a moonsault. I can't sell this shit for fucking 20 minutes. So the time finally fucking lapses. He's like, all right, time for the finish. So I'm like, I feed up. He's like, throw the clothesline again. He didn't even duck. He just put his head down like this. So I had to fucking throw a moon, fucking overlooped him, hit the ropes. The softest goozle I've ever felt in pro wrestling history. He didn't even get his arms up for the fucking chokeslam. I jumped and I had my hands around his wrist and I lifted his arms up when I went up for the bump because he was so fucking gassed. He had nothing fucking left. Fucking, we go to the finish. I get in the locker room. Marche is fucking laughing his ass off. And legit, as I sit down and start taking my boots off, he leans into me. He's like, bro, that was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in pro wrestling. I didn't even want to fucking run out there and come save you.
Dude, you said that was the longest. I disagree. The longest. And I gave him the information to be here, so he can't defend himself. Oh well. The longest ass whooping when somebody was supposed to do a run-in was the original Nightbreed, Baltazar and the Baden, beating up poor Cassius XL.
Oh,
When Jazz, who was playing Jesus, was supposed to come out and save the commentator, they were only supposed to hit one move. Jesus Walks was supposed to start playing, and Jazz supposed to hit the ring. 7 minutes, Dwayne got his ass kicked by Nightbreed.
That's not funny.
Wait,
Tanner Abuse, not funny.
Wait, I think
that was funny because again, to watch Nightbreed beat that ass for 7 minutes when all we was doing was like, and everybody in the crowd was like, is somebody coming to? Even his mama took off her shoe. She was getting ready to beat them down because they was hurting her baby.
Well, I think
7 minutes later, now here comes Jazz with a wife beat on and a do-rag talking about, oh yeah, I'm Jesus. Here I am. I'm coming to save.
I think me and Jay might have you beat. Jay, you remember that show we did for Dante up at UWC where he had us run out and do a run in on Alex Thorne, and Punisher 747 was supposed to do the run in for like 9 minutes.
Oh, we was whooping the dog shit out of Alex Thorne.
We just beat the dog shit out of him, and we sitting there looking at each other like, what the fuck can we do to him now? Like we hit him with
everything we do. We was like, well, just keep hitting this one.
And we're sitting there waiting for fucking 747 to do the run in. This motherfucker never ran in. Like we beat him so bad and beat the shit out of him. We just left. We just left the ring, and we get in the locker room. We were like, where the fuck were you? He was like, what do you mean, where was I? You were supposed to come save him. Like, we just killed this dude. Like, we hit him with every double team, every single finisher that we knew, and just fucking left him laying. Like, Trauma hit him with a lariat. I hit him with a lariat. We gave him a 3D. We fucking gave him a heart attack. We gave him a fucking double power bomb. Like, we killed that motherfucker. Like, I ain't never seen nobody take that many fucking double team moves in pro wrestling history, and that motherfucker just laid there and nobody came to save him.
Were you at the UWC show with me? Or I don't remember if it was UWC. When I forgot who it was, but Samantha Hart was on the apron and kept trying to get in.
Yes.
And I kicked the shit out. Bro, you know you jump somebody.
You kicked the dog shit out of him.
I said, you get the fuck away from this goddamn ring. I said, don't you touch me. Because she smelled like a pissy cat lady, like she probably still do now. Smelled like she ain't bathed with nothing but old stale baby wipes. Like, why you smell like your leather want to be alone? There's no reason you should look like all type of hauntings. And I was like, don't you fucking touch me. You around there smelling like disease, death. Don't touch me. I kicked the shit out of
you. You remember that UWC show we did where it was a battle royal for the championship, and in a row, this was the order of entry, and everybody was scared shitless. It was Milo Cash, you, me, and then Willie, and they said, we want y'all in the final five. And everybody was, we started beating the dog shit out of it.
Because everybody was like, what do we do? Like, you couldn't do nothing but take these ass whoopings. Just like,
that's all you could do. Because you had all those fucking green kids or those fucking dog shit Jones guys that had no business.
No, that was the like Marche said, the Indian Center show, dude.
No, this was at the fucking War Arena. This was at the War Arena.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I know that battle royal. We went in there and we just said, "Fuck it." Like dude. I literally remember. I can picture it. We were all on that second tier, while all of them were on the main level by the stage.
Yep. Yeah, that was the night. Me and Trauma tagged against you and Marche.
Right.
we splashed you like 95 fucking times.
Like, oh my God. We just gonna be there.
We just kept splashing the shit out of Red in the corner. We was just like, stay there. We just kept that motherfucker in the corner. It was like, blue. We just kept running. And you get Sean face after a while. It was like, dear God, I'm so sorry for my sins. I don't know what I did.
Dude, because it was one of those ones, like we did that one spot where I whipped you into him. you whipped me into him. Then you came back and whipped me into him again. Now I fucking whipped you into him again. Like, we splashed the shit out of Red that match. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hey, here's the problem. Let me tell you how Marche is the worst tag team partner in history. Because if if Marche partner getting his ass whooped, Marche can't stop from laughing.
Marche can't stop shit.
See? Marche can't stop
That is not good. That is not good news.
Marche be on the apron dying laughing while his partner in the ring getting worked. And you're like, yo.
No, the main reason why I was laughing was because it was like, okay, the splashes that went on enough. But the only saving grace, right? It wasn't anything fancy. It wasn't anything. It was just straight. It was his last resort. And like, who was it?
It was me when he hit me in the nuts.
But yes, Backwoods comes up. He gives a gesture to me. I play off of it, and he comes for one final splash, and just barely. It was like the very last second. All you see is Red's little leg get up. It connects the Backwoods nuts.
Hey,
it was so funny because
it was a shoot. It was a legit knee to the nuts.
But it was so subtle because the ref could see everything. But it was so subtle, and it was like because you got it so close, and all you hear is Backwoods go, "Oh fuck!" And then he starts walking away, holding his nuts, and the ref legit is looking like, "What just happened?" And Red just solemnly slides down and is like looking to make the tag. And I was like, he just kicked Backwoods in the fucking nuts.
When in doubt, hit that nigga in the nuts.
It was one of those. It was a legit like my life is in peril. I ain't got nothing left to do.
So
that's that fight or flight, baby. That's that fight or flight. What to do?
So then what made it even funnier was that when Brand tagged me and I'm coming in hot for the hot tag, and Backwoods is like, "Shay, you gotta give me a minute." He called me. He called me the for real.
Shoot, that was a shoot because
I only bumped Jay twice, and Jay was already on the outside of the ring, and then he's like, "Oh," I was like, "Woods, we gotta go, bro. You in here, dog. You in here. We gotta go." And Backwoods was like, "Oh, okay."
Because the spot was supposed to be Red put his foot up. I take the boot, feed off. He gets the hot tag.
Oh, he went low
and bumps both of us. But he couldn't get his fucking leg up because he was done from splashing him so much.
Also, listen, it wasn't just from splash. You think he finna get them little bitty legs up? You see those legs? You see those legs? Them things ain't going up this high.
Hey, my legs move higher now, sir.
But see, here was the thing, though. Here was the thing.
My legs have gotten better.
So he took it was like the Red of 1,000 splashes, right? So it was really just me on the hot tag. It was like Red was done. Red was laid out. So we finally get back. I think I finally clotheslined you over Backwoods, right?
Yeah.
And this is where we all had to literally stop and say no, because he was on the brink of death. Okay, I was just like, all right, Red is out of this match. Okay, he's not coming back in. As soon as we on the outside, all of a sudden, Mr. AJ Flying Red decides to get his little this whole little Hulk Hogan, the miracle cure. I don't know if he had. I don't know if the ref gave him an adrenaline
timeout
or what.
Before that happened,
I got
but
it.
Before Red decided to die, what were you outside doing to us? You were chopping the shit out of me in Trump. You were chopping the dog shit out of us.
I had to do it because I was by myself because I knew Red wasn't getting back up. Okay? Red wasn't getting back up. After those 100 splashes, I was like, he gonna rest there. We just gonna have to finish the rest of this on our own. We'll worry about the finish when we get there. But lo and behold, he gets to the middle of the ring, starts G'ing up, and then starts to want to take off. And everybody sat up there again. One of those real moments where we all sat up there and said, "Nah, no, you will not jump on us."
The best part about it was like
y'all took my life.
The best part about it
they
was
damn near took your life.
Me and Trauma were on the cell from taking all those chops, but we saw Red hit those ropes and like everything stopped, and we were like,
all the pain stopped real quick because you knew what that was about to be.
we were like,
no,
about to die.
I just couldn't.
They just needed a ride back home. Shit, that's all.
We all turned and was like, no.
We all stopped him like, no.
And
my
that
eyes could
was
not
the insult.
believe. But the funny thing was that my eyes couldn't believe because I literally saw this man like a break away from death. He's like laying. He's not moving. He's on the apron. He's not moving. The whole comeback has been ran, and he hasn't moved from that spot after. Okay. Now, I don't think I'm trying to do it justice, but I don't think because literally it's just him on the apron like this, hand to God. He's not moving.
So it was one of those ones where it looked like your tongue was hanging out of your mouth.
So to see him go, the only thing missing was somebody taking a marker and just putting the X's right over his eyes. So because he was down there, I say, what would you say? The comeback was like about 2 minutes.
It was about 2 minutes.
So about 2 minutes. So he is late there. He hasn't moved, and then the second we're on the outside and we're getting the crowd loud, and that's all we hear is the don't. I'm like, what is this? And suddenly he's, come on! And then he wants to take his ass to die.
Not on us.
Yeah, that was like,
you ain't gonna die on us because we didn't want to have to explain to Angel why Sean was in the hospital in a full body.
You are done, sir. But then again, all we got to do is just come up with the stripper story.
Oh, like Jazz, yeah.
That's right.
But wait, you remember the worst part about that night was somebody fucking stole your iPod out of your bag that night.
Out of whose bag?
Your bag, Red. No, yours.
I know what it means.
Yeah.
Hey, give me my goddamn iPod back.
Hey, but look, Marche brought it when Jazz broke his ankle at IWB and stuff. We took him to the hospital. We was like, what we gonna say? And I was just like, he's stripper.
No. The best part is after that, between the three of us, who the fuck was gonna call this girl?
Yep. Yeah, who was gonna call Chris? All of us was like, I'm not calling Christy.
Because we knew somebody had to bite that bullet.
But see, but y'all don't get it. Like, and Shay knows, like, at that time, around that time, like, whenever fucking shit happened, it was only two people getting a phone call. And it was either gonna be Marche or me. And we would call each other like, man, who going out there tonight? Is it gonna be you or is it gonna be me? And me and Shay would have about a 5-minute conversation. Shay, you remember that time it was me, you, Nikki, and Audra? We were at dinner and we got one of those phone calls. And I didn't answer, you didn't answer, and then me and you looked at each other like, who the fuck is going tonight?
Yeah.
Who's going out there tonight? And I ended up going. Shit, fucking the night I got the concussion. Remember, Jazz rode with me and you, Jay, to the show in Kenosha. This motherfucker had his head sticking out the window, and his hat flew off his head on the truck. Yep. He tried to open the door on the expressway.
Why he was that fucked up? You was like, boy, you set the fuck down.
Oh, this motherfucker tried to open the door on 294. We going 75.
Hey, going 75. We like, hey, boy, you sit your drunk ass down.
No. How about? Am I lying, Jay? They tell us, I love Ian. I love you, Ian Ryden. I love you. I will always fuck with everybody else talking about. But he is horrible with giving fucking directions, and he tells us the hospital is go down the street, turn, make right, and then go down the street, and then make another one, and then turn down the street.
This before GPS's, y'all. This before GPS.
And
this was MapQuest. Those was MapQuest days.
It was the MapQuest days.
This when MapQuest was prominent, and you had to print out all
the Jazz is like, he giving that Peter Griffin shit. This motherfucker says, just take me back to Trinity.
On the east side?
Yes.
We're like, nigga, we in Joliet.
No.
He
You
said,
want
take
me
me
to
back to
drive?
Russia.
No, Trinity.
He wanted to go to the hospital on the east side because he was
that
in
was bad
shock.
lines.
That's where I was fucking born at.
He wants us to drive 45 minutes just to get back to the city and then drive through Chicago South Side traffic to get to Trinity.
Hey,
I'm
Shay,
done. And the hospital was literally make a right, go to the corner, make a left.
It was
That
there.
it. Right there. We spent all that time getting to the hospital, only to get to the hospital. We get there. I guess every nurse that night was working. Because now we gotta answer questions.
Because all Jazz has on, by the way, Jazz got on a hoodie top, like a zip-up hoodie, but he still got on his shorts, kick pants, and everything else.
So now we gotta answer all these questions. So the Epstein of the group, they ask us, well, who are you guys?
The Epstein or the Einstein? We need to, the Epstein or the Einstein.
It don't fucking matter because
Oh, yeah, dude, nigga, those are two different ones. You need to clarify like a motherfucker right now. I like to say the words and thoughts of what Z Red do not reflect that of Jay Washington. He is just happy to be here and don't know what the fuck he is.
when I'm part of your jokes, I am. And can I get my royalty check? That's all I'm saying.
You ain't getting shit. Come on.
I'm glad you said it, Steve. For those who weren't here, so Shay, real quick, hold on.
We got a timeout. Timeout. When Ryan Matthews got timeout. Rion, what do you got?
I want my shirt, Jay.
All I have left.
I want my shirt.
Okay, listen. All I have left. I got 1 3XL. I got 2 extra larges and 2 larges. Now I know you're a little too thick for the large.
I'll take the 3X. I'll take the 3X. I don't give a shit at this point. You can make as many as I want my shit.
Okay.
On my royalty stuff. That's pre-pandemic. I ain't you money on 3 different days.
He said
he can talk shit. I had him money on 3 different days.
You're
C2E2. I want my shit.
You remember that night we were at Blitz and I blew my knee out. We had SSW the next day.
Oh my God, yes.
Dude, so we were doing Blitz in November, the weekend after Thanksgiving, and it was our Survivor Series show. And I'm in a 6-man tag with it was me, Dave Rydell, and Nick Cutler versus Barry Wright, Reese, and Melanie Cruz.
Oh, wow.
We're out there.
Damn,
we're out there working. And I give Barry a spot. I'm like, I'm gonna get the tag. When I come in, give me a drop kick to the knees. I'll take the face bump to the next spot. So I get the tag. I put my left leg in between the ropes, not even all the way in. Before I even get in the ring, he drop kicks me in my shin, and my leg goes like this. It literally like goes like this.
Oh no!
I hit the ground. Because I tried to plant my leg, I hit the ground. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I look at the ref, I'm like, my knee is fucked. I look at Dave Rydell, I'm like, bro, my knee is fucked. I look at the other side of the ring, I look at Mill, I was like, my knee is fucked. And I tell the ref, I'm like, tell this motherfucker to pin me because I can't move. And Barry is standing there fucking like, he had happy feet. He did not know what to do. And legit, Mel yells across the ring, motherfucking pin him. He can't get up right now. Fucking pin him.
Dude. But then going back to the night where Jazz broke his shit, again, these motherfuckers, the won the Candido Cup, we good. Now, so it's supposed to be a program. The Soul Touchers versus the Soul Shooters. Which, Shay, if you've been paying attention on Twitter, I done said, they talking shit. We need to finish what we started. I'm just saying.
I want to be a part of that.
I'm just saying.
I don't know how.
So we need to find somebody that's gonna book that shit. We need to finish that shit.
Wait, what? I just my brain just blanked out. What you say?
Jason Hades, get on that shit.
The Soul Shooters versus the soul touches.
What the fuck is the soul shooter?
No. But see, here's the question: which variation of the soul touches do you give them? Though,
I mean,
you can play this.
I don't know.
I still got heat with all you motherfuckers because I begged for years to be in the fucking soul touches.
Nigga, I only was in it by proxy. What are you talking about? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick. No. Because I'm finna air out a grievance in my heart.
Wait, hold on, Jay. Hold on. Because me and you even had a conversation in a car ride after a show, like, man, how many fucking times we gotta ask to be in the fucking soul touches?
I only got in by proxy because Jazz broke his fucking ankle and I had to go to Chikara. That's the only reason I got in.
Because when Jazz got hurt, I got a text message that same night, like, well, Jazz got hurt. I guess I'm a soul toucher. And I was like, what the fuck? We talking about being in a soul toucher. Why we don't get an invite to be in the soul touches? Like, goddamn, like, I'm getting my ass whooped every other weekend by these motherfuckers, and I'm begging to be a soul.
Backwoods was getting the Macho Man Monday Nitro NWO ass whooping.
Bro, like, Steve, you do not realize, like, anytime it was a show where it was at least 3 or 4 of them, and I was on the show, who was getting their ass whooped by the soul touches?
That'd be you.
It was me.
Yeah.
I got my ass whooped. I got Kool-Aid spit in my face. I got hot chocolate spit in my face. I got 3Ds. I got Randy Orton punch. I got potatoes. I bet
there was an M80 involved.
Oh, wait.
There was at least several.
I've taken more M80s, I think, than anybody in the fucking Midwest. Like, I've got M80 more times than anybody in the fucking Midwest.
I'm gonna let me end my grievance. So here's my grievance.
Here we go. We got a timeout. Ryan Matthews, timeout.
I got another one. This is only because.
Why is he wearing an arm brace? That's my question.
That's your question.
That's not your timeout. That's you got your timeout back. Why is he wearing an arm brace?
You can ask him literally at any time.
I'll ask him later. Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay. So it wasn't a question. It was more of a statement. Good. That goes backwards. I'm glad because I at least you know what's coming. Since I've been doing referee shit, Marche has made it his mission to try to kick me in the face.
Absolutely accurate. It's true.
Single time I'm in.
4 times I've seen that shit. 4 times.
Wait a second.
Doesn't give a shit what's happening. I don't even have to be in a match. I don't even have to. He'll find a way. Wait, okay, we're not this ref out, and another ref need to come. Shit, you not. That happened.
4 times.
He doesn't give a shit. He will find a way to try to kick me in the face.
Marche is playing with house money at this point.
Don't forget about I'll take the most amazing. When someone is actively in the back trying to figure out ways, you're not even wrestling, to be like, let me kick him in the face. Like it's bad.
Yeah, I want to hear my grievance before y'all go further.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Go ahead, say what you got to say, angry. Go on, say what you got to say, angry Southern man.
Between Marche and the M80s and Red and the Nut Shots, I've been hitting the balls and dropped on my face more times in the Midwest than any fucking body. The only person I have never, you, Red, and Trauma are the only people in the Soul Touches that haven't moved from a fucking move from. Willie knows I will never take a pounce. And after 4 times of Willie give me that leg drop off the top rope and landed right on my face, one time me and Willie main evented the show. He went for the leg drop for the finish. I was laying there and I looked, I said, not tonight, motherfucker, and rolled out of the way.
Willie is trying out of the way. Me and Willie had to work one-on-one a couple of times, and Willie's tried to call you, I'm gonna go to that leg drop. Tell your mama you gonna do that leg drop. You not finna drop that motherfucking leg drop. We calling it. We actually did it. He was like, yo, I'm gonna hit you, boo, I'm gonna go for leg. No, you're not. And he'll look at me like, what, you ain't gonna take? Absolutely the fuck not. I'm not finna see you come from here to here. No.
The first time I worked Willie, I was like, all right, leg drop, cool. He came right across my jaw. I was like, oh, that fucking sucked. Second time, right across the nose. Third time, right across the nose. Fourth time, right across the nose. The 5th time he called it, I said, I can't do it tonight, motherfucker. I rolled out of the way, and he hit the mat, holding his tailbone. He's like, why the fuck you move, bro? I was like, I was like, I'll take the urban lariat. I ain't taking a leg drop or a pounce.
I got one thing to say about that.
Yeah. Dude, I worked him one time and he called a blockbuster and I said, what the fuck? He went for the flip off the second. I didn't fucking put my head up.
Me and Willie had to work in Elite. I will never forget because I was JD Hughes at the time. And they put me versus Willie. And I was like, hey, bro, I'm telling you right now, you potato me, I'm gonna knock the dog shit out you.
Remember this. That was
I remember
I hit much at that time, but I knew that was bullshit.
Willie hit me, and I hit Willie back so hard. Willie called me my whole shoot name in the ring. Remember that spread? He said, God damn, I'm like, oh, therefore we are. But here's my grievance.
Oh, here we go.
I would like to say, as a duly designated member of the Soul Touchers who has carried the flag for a long time, who was represented and stood up for the group, and sung the praises of the group for so many years. It really fucking sucks that every time I see these Soul Touch pictures and reviews, there's never a mention of me. It's just the four of these motherfuckers sitting together like an old album cover. Look at this. Ain't not a single we miss.
Wait a second. Hold on before we do the timeout, Rion. Red Marseille, I don't think you realize how bad every time me and Jerome would ride to a show together.
Hey, nigga!
Hey! How much shit we talk to like, I'm like, man, we getting our fucking asses whooped by the Soul Touchers, but they won't put us in the Soul Touchers. I'm like, something has got to fucking change. So I was legit and shoot hot when Trauma got made a Soul Toucher, and I didn't, and I was still getting my ass whooped by y'all motherfuckers. I was like, time out, hold on. I see you motherfuckers like 3 times a week. I'm at half day Red, and I'm still getting my ass whooped, and I can't be a Soul Toucher. Oh, something's got to change.
Let me tell you something. Also, I am in a viral clip for being a Soul Toucher. I am a viral clip that keeps popping back up. For some reason, me and Greg Excellence jump on it, keeps coming back.
That's never happening. He never acknowledged the timeout.
That's bitch. Oh, wait a minute. I have one question for
Here
Mr.
we
J.
go.
Say anything about doing Soul Toucher stuff. Did you get your Midwest reunion plaque?
Oh shit.
I'm glad somebody else said it because I was gonna say it eventually if it hadn't come up.
It's just a quick question I need to ask because I was there. I was there.
I inducted him.
I know you inducted. This is something that needs to be said because you don't know what was going on behind the scenes. They were going to replace you with Tully.
Tully?
Who?
What?
Time out. I would have quit pro wrestling if Tully was an honorary Soul Toucher.
What?
This is a joke.
That can't be real.
You're
just talking shit.
I just said.
I just said it was.
Jay's so mad.
He's trying to get a reaction. He's trying to get a reaction out of Jay.
Jerome just shut it down. He's gone.
I'd have been.
Now I got to talk to his agent next time. Now I got to call his agent. If Jay comes to do the power, now I got to call his agent. He's on Showtime. Why you piss him off?
Funny.
He's gone again. That's your fault.
I'll take that.
Last episode of the Power Hour. We're fucking done, man. It's over.
Definitely take that. It's just a
Who's the agent of chaos tonight? Because it's not
me. I didn't do shit. I've been listening.
I just need
It's Rion.
where that plaque at. That's all.
There's no plaque.
Where is it?
Hey,
There is a
Rion
plaque,
woke
and
up
the
and
plaque-
chose violence.
I just need
all I know
Jay's
is that
gone. You killed it.
the plaque is-
all I know is at some point I better get an honorary fucking Soul Touchers plaque for getting my ass whooped.
Hey,
Like Dusty said, in his Hall of Fame.
There's a plaque with that man's name on it that he need to get. You need to get one of those.
All I know is like Dusty said in his Hall of Fame speech, you motherfuckers better make me an honorary 4 horsemen for as much as y'all whip my ass. Because I got my, whether it be Vanguard, fucking Bible, fucking Powerhouse, no matter where it was, if the Soul Touch was on the show, because Red would say, well, you got Backwoods on the show, put them in the ring with us. I even got my ass whooped by a fucking Diamond. I better get a fucking honorary Soul Touchers plaque because I got my ass.
There's not his plaque to go around.
Well, that all the contract proceeds need to sit up there and go with Red because you know what? And I will go on record as saying I'm surprised you didn't get one yet. The way Red was trying to scoop up fucking every talent in the goddamn locker room.
He was going to.
Hey,
second.
remember he got in drinking sitting there for a minute. He was getting him.
Y'all don't realize, like, when I do GLCW with Cross still fucking jokes about fucking Red. He's like, I booked the Soul Touches, then I get Soul Touches version 3 with fucking Damian Dunn, fucking D Nightmare.
Hey, that ain't got shit to do with me.
But
that's like the Dukes of Hazzard with playing dance.
Hey, but the only good thing about it, Cross at least liked me and would put me in singles matches. He wouldn't put me in there with fucking Dunn and D Nightmare.
No, not. See here. So let's de-myth the myth. First of all,
can't explain your way out of this.
The only way, yes, I can, because Willie always been on bullshit, and Marche knows this to be true. So our very first trip to Chicago, I make all the arrangements. Hey, this is what time we supposed to be together. Here's the airplane info. I got the hotel info. I just need everybody to get on the same flight at this time. This is the flight number. Book your flights. Let me know when flights are booked. Marche hits me up the next week, flight booked. Jazz hits me up a couple days later, flight booked.
I've heard this one before.
Hey Jay, you seen Willie? Yeah, I was just with that nigga this past weekend.
79th Street. 79th Street.
He ain't say nothing about a flight.
Shut your face. Shut your face. Shut your face.
Boy, 79th was anyway.
Shut your face. I am a Christian. I am a whole.
Hey, the vodka bottle.
He said I'm a Christian.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Just because you live down the street in St. Sabina does not mean you're safe, bro.
Listen, I'd like to say on behalf of those salacious charges that these men are levying against me, me as a Christian and a wholesome, outstanding member of my community, I don't know what these demons are talking about, these heathens. I'm a good man. Okay,
like I said, all of the vodka bottles.
Is that possible?
So anyway, we ain't nobody heard from Willie. Nobody. It's the week of the freaking trip. Now, Mike Quackenbush is expecting 3 wrestlers and a manager. And ain't no Willie the no-show. Okay, I got to figure something out. Happened to be at practice. Damian Dunn. You got $200? Yeah.
But wait, time out, Sean.
Can you fly to
time out? Wait a second.
Here's the difference, though. I knew
Sean. Wait,
Jazz
I'm not calling you Red. I'm gonna call you Sean. Time out. Time out, Sean.
Oh boy.
Time out, Sean.
And Jerome's.
Out of all the people that you could have asked, why would you ask Mr. Girdle himself?
You know what? Tony wasn't a bad. He's not a bad wrestler. Aggressive, but not
he's
bad.
not a bad wrestler, but either he gonna hurt somebody or his fucking girdle's gonna break.
Shit, Willie hurt somebody. Y'all talking about the damn leg drop. Marche, am I lying? Finishing match, opening night, he sat on that fucking boy head. I was like, shit. And the crowd went, whoa! And y'all do know this motherfucker is dead, right? So it was just being caught between a rock and a hard place. And what pissed me off, nobody had heard from Willie, but turn around, we getting ready to head out to the airport. Everybody, Shay gonna meet us there, Jazz gonna meet us there, and Diamond is getting ready to drop me off. Dunn got there about an hour before we were supposed to leave, and like 15 minutes before we supposed to be walking out the door. Doo-doo. Now my Rottweiler going crazy as shit
that,
right now.
that fucking doorbell.
And it's like, who the fuck is ringing the door? Open the door. Oh, what's happening? What?
Dude, I can relate to that story because it was Southland. You know how they do their big year-end show in September. And Shay, you're on the show. And it was booked as this fucking big dream match between me and Jay versus Dukes and Willie when they were the CSW tag champs, right?
Oh yeah.
And Willie was double booked. He was double booked. He had crash tested, and then he was gonna come down Southland. Willie not there.
Sizable drive.
Willie not there. So Dukes is like, fuck it, we're gonna book it as the handicap match. So we started putting this match together.
Man, it's just way the fuck out there.
So this is legit. Like, you all know I'm allergic to mosquitoes. It's early September, so the mosquitoes are still out. We go outside. I got my gear on, but I got my singlet down. I legit got over 50 mosquito bites on my back outside with Jay talking to Dukes about this match. We lay out a whole fucking handicap match, right? We're at the curtain, and me and Jay's music is playing, and Willie runs in the building. Legit runs in the building as me and Jay's music is playing. So we throw out the whole fucking the handicap match and just work a regular tag match. And we're fucking working, calling on the fly, having a good match. And at one point, me and Jay are on the outside on the cell, and Willie calls a dive. And Jay looks at me, he's like, is he really gonna fucking dive? I was like, yeah, he's gonna fucking dive. Like, so Willie goes to go for a plancha. As soon as I see him stretch his body out to go for the dive, I fucking sit up and fucking uppercut him and cut that shit off. I said, not tonight, motherfucker. You ain't landing on me. Nope. No. And I fucking hit Willie and fucking dropped to the ground and go on the cell. And Jay looks at me, he goes, thank God, because I couldn't have caught him. I was like, I was like, you ain't have to catch him. He wasn't fucking diving on us. Nope.
Tell you something. I ain't strong. Look, I would like to say now, as a person who likes to spend some time in the gym to clear his mind and get his mental focus together, as a Christian, I can lift heavier weights. I'm not looking because I don't want to see your Snickers. I lift a little heavier weights now. I was not lifting like that back then. So Willie diving on me, I wouldn't be here with the flourishing career and with dove on me is what I'm telling you.
We know that.
And bro, and me and Shay will tell you, like, we work all the time, and to this day, I'm still not fucking catching Willie. Like, you can kiss my fucking ass. Willie calls a dive.
I'm out of timeouts based on your rules.
I'll give you one more. It's Christmas. You get one more timeout.
Oh, thank you. I'll make this quick. I can attest to not catching Willie. I watched Marche and Jazz hold fucking Willie on the top rope because he fell from a previous elbow, and he had to tell that man, "Don't go nowhere. You stay right there while I do this elbow." I saw that at Galley. That's one of the most things I've ever seen in my life. Just him waddling around, trying not to fall to where they both have to hold him in place to get an elbow off. I get it. If they don't do it, I can just imagine someone trying to catch. No, I get it.
It was when Willie called that dive, I instantly had flashbacks to all those leg drops I took. I said, "Oh no, not tonight, motherfucker." That's why that one match we worked, he called a blockbuster. I put my head up and pulled it right back down and let that motherfucker hit the mat. Nope.
The worst he's giving me is that elbow. That's the worst he's giving me.
No, but so let me say this. So Jay, I promise with the 2 weeks off that I have, somewhere between my life, my personal life, I do got a box for it. I just ain't wrapped it up and put it in the box. But it will be mailed to you.
You sound like a negligent father, and I'm a child you're supposed to give a gift to. I got the box. Daddy got the box. I swear to God, I got the gift. Listen, it's here for you. I just haven't had the time to send it out.
Wasn't that? That was August.
Hold on. So I was holding it, because y'all feared y'all friend, the paper plate man, said he was trying to fly you in.
Wait, time out.
Willie's
Time
induction.
out. Time out.
Wait.
Time out. If you motherfuckers don't know who the paper plate man is,
DTAtors,
I know who the
DeAndre.
fucking paper plate man is. Marche knows who the paper plate man is.
I
Jay
know
knows
a
who the
story
paper
about
plate
paper
man
plate man.
Me and Cross was just laughing about this at fucking Blizzard Brawl. Fucking paper plate man. Oh my fucking god.
Hey,
First of all,
he will always be known to me as the Bachelor. So it's the greatest unsung gimmick that I thought he could have played. I wish I could have seen it come to fruition. I wish I could have seen it come to fruition. I really do. I think it would have been amazing. I think he would have did a solid job. I mean, nothing's gonna beat the paper plate because that's just comedy gold. But
the fucking paper plate.
I think,
goddamn.
no, I don't know if the paper plate itself. It's the paper plate and all of us being sunburned at the Bud Billiken parade.
Oh my!
I don't even think it was the fact that we were sunburned. I think so. If nobody knows the story, I'm gonna sum it up in a nutshell. We are actually in as Urban American Pro Wrestling, the Bud Billiken Parade, which is a pretty big parade, and it's the first time a wrestling organization has been put in.
Hey, you know I own the Urban Heavyweight Championship, right?
No shit, because you bought it from my ex-wife.
I did. It's in my bag, and it's the North American.
Well, this seems to be getting real thick real quick. This story took a turn.
We have penalty flags. We don't have penalty. Next year.
No, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it because if my belt had to go anywhere, it went to my boy. So, hey, some asshole ain't walking around with my belt right now. So, I'm cool. Anyway, so we're doing the parade, and halfway through the parade, it's real hot. And we look at Lord Cassius XL wearing this damn long ass, heavy ass bathrobe with a hood. And we're like, bruh, you ain't dying? He's like, yeah, I'm hot. Then take it off. Like, just carry it the rest of the way, bruh. Finally, now, if anybody's seen the Bud Billiken Parade, it's always full of beautiful women. So it's hot. Somebody on the screen, we ain't gonna name no names, takes his shirt off.
Yep, wasn't me.
Women lose their damn mind. Now, his best friend says, with the bandana, but I ain't gonna say no name.
Wait, why isn't he here? Why is he not here?
Hey, I texted him. I sent him the info.
I think Jazz hates me. That's why he doesn't come on the show.
Wait, time out. Hold on. While this show is happening, I just got a deal from one Rihanna Skills and literally say, I want my shirt, yo.
Wants a shirt.
Wait, time out. In
That's for real. That happened.
Well, in 2023, we need a podcast with Marche, Jay, me, Jazz, Willie, and fuck it, Andrikis, because, well, I mean, even if you don't add Andrikis, the majority of the
Andrikis can come. The other person can't.
But between the majority of the stories,
we have to sign off. The majority
of stories all happen with us, because I was lucky enough for you guys to take me under your wing and like be there for so much shit. Like, Steve, I don't think you realize like how much.
I don't realize a lot.
How much shit happened when you had all of us together between the time Jay got on the grill at my house for my birthday party, and the chicken wasn't done. The chicken wasn't done.
He's still mad.
He's still angry.
Still mad.
And I had to hop on the grill, or the time, all the times me and Marche have had like for holidays.
Wait a minute. Wait. Backwoods. Wait a minute. I hate to interrupt. You say I just don't know. Do you know I've been listening to these stories for 3 years.
No, Steve.
No,
We
you
still-
you get little scriptures though, Steve.
right. You
Yeah,
done heard.
Yeah,
man.
all right,
You don't
so-
understand, man.
You
I'm
don't.
gonna have a
you do
soul
not
touches
understand.
one.
If we were to write a book,
Yeah, like the road.
You don't need to be NDA signed for the motherfucking book.
the
the
road trip
chapters,
that we all took
the
together.
scriptures, my goodness.
The pay-per-view parties,
Woo!
like you do, Steve. You
All right.
do not understand. Like
Again, Marche, remember, I think I said this last time I was on the show, but you went on. Remember our night at Chikara when we were out there, we all went and got Chinese food, and in the corner, Brian Davis was sitting over there reading Twilight, eating an apple.
Those
like
dude.
little stuff like that, Steve. Like we have been through so much shit, like in the trenches, and wrestling, and then like real life stuff, like this, like the VIP family, the Soul Touches. That's just not like a gimmick. Like that's like real, super real life stuff. Like we were all like legit tight. You know what I'm saying? Like we were real brothers and family. Like we were always there. So there is so much history between all of us. If you get us all together, we got stories for days. I know you always call me a storyteller, but like
Suggestion.
there's so many stories.
What's your suggestion?
If I had the power to, I would try to set up a roast scenario to where you all can get in the same spot and do a thing. Now, I don't have that power, but if someone did have that power, I would say,
We've done roasts.
you've done a roast.
We've done roasts.
I'm just saying that.
Are
I
you
think-
saying 2023 we should do a Soul Touches Team Damn It collective roast?
It's just an idea.
So
that's-
Steve, to make it simpler, understand, and Backwoods has been saying it all night. Understand, I've under my conglomerate, whether it's Soul Touches, whether it's Team Damn It,
Which was my fantasy football team name last year.
and you've been getting your ass kicked again by me.
Many times.
Even the ARC, everything is under one umbrella, and that's the VIP.
All right. So you've given us some things to think about for 2023. We could do something like that.
I'm
maybe.
just saying, because I mean, they can go on forever, but I'm curious, this is just me, what other people have to say about y'all.
Nope,
Nothing
we're not
good.
doing that. Nope.
Bringing in the collective.
Nope.
I already know people are,
Wait,
I already
time-
know people are gonna bring up my chop, so that's
Leon, you good? Wait,
Right,
you put
I have a
chops,
long, the extent of my the extent of the chop stories have now proceeded to other areas of wrestling. So people who I've just met them on the show for the first time, and they say, "Hey, I've heard from so and so, from so and so, back in Chicago. You got a mean chop. You want to hit that tonight?" I was like, "Oh well."
But see, but
It almost works. It almost works in the movie because then it's like I wish there was like a camera that could just like zoom in. Like, you sure you want to do that?
that lets you know how long we have all been friends and how long we've all been doing this. Because I get guys to this day, bro. I heard about your lariat. You want to hit that tonight? Oh, well, yeah, nigga, that's my finish. It's happening. I'm going over it. I don't do jobs like
when I do some of the indie shows out here, and it's some of the guys who've been around a little bit longer, they've traveled around, and then some people are like, "Yo, why do you look familiar?" And I'm like, "You might know who I am." And I'll try to just instantly throw it off to, you might have seen me on some TV shit, film shit. They're like, no. I know you in this business. And I'm like, I'm one of the Soul Touches. Oh, which one are you? I'm one of the ones that hit hard. Which one are you? Like, that's the problem. You don't know which one will hit hard. It's like, it is this thing that we started this whole Soul Touches VIP thing started about 2006, if not earlier.
Yep, because I mean, I broke in 06, and I knew who all you guys were at that point. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I think as a collective,
I mean, our individual careers, we know that spans longer, but the collective together.
Yeah, I think 2006. Yeah, because
2006, 2007.
Because when we got
yeah.
to Vanguard, we were already doing the soul touches.
Yep.
But, you know, hell, I even got Ali was part of the VIP family. So
That's when I met Rocket. He was part of this. So like that was the first time I met him in Vanguard. He was part of the Soul Touch.
So Red was already recruiting.
Right.
Yeah.
He was Thanos before there was like an Avengers on screen.
Yeah.
So like what I can say is like when I broke into the wrestling business, the very first person that I met, I went to go visit the Windy City School, and this tells you how much of a wrestling savant Marche Rocket is. Marche was running practice, and this was 06. I met Marche in 06. Went to Windy City because it was around the corner from my house, and I had been watching it on TV. And, you know, I met Marche, and he was like, the first piece of advice I can give you is before you break into business, buy a pair of wrestling boots.
I still hear him say that shit.
Because when I went to see Marche at practice, there was like 3 guys wrestling in ankle braces and socks.
Oh my God.
Marche told me, get a pair of wrestling boots. So I bought wrestling boots, and to this day, I still have the very same pair of wrestling boots that I broke in with, and they have taken me everywhere that I've been. And by the grace of God, I got them back when I lost my bag back in January. Oh no, July. I'm sorry. When I lost my bag in July and couldn't find my bag for a month, and got it back, but that Marche was the first person I ever met in wrestling, and I took to heart what he said and went on Pro Wrestling Boots and bought a custom pair of boots that fit my fat ass ankles and fat ass calves, and you know, I've been tearing it up ever since.
Very nice.
All right, so Russian Blue has been silent this entire time. Everybody's been talking. Young lady.
Because I know how to be polite and listen.
Well, I don't know how to do. I do my best. Go ahead, Kat. What do you got? You got questions for these historic characters? I mean, you have to have something.
Historic. Wait. No, there's no historic characters.
Historic characters.
Apparently, my dog has questions because he came over here and started whining.
Like,
Bruce.
Marche, out of all of us, is the biggest star, and Trauma. Jay Washington is
a thespian.
Marche's kids and my kid go to the same taekwondo school. We're neighbors.
And even to this day, like legit as a shoot, I'm still chasing you guys, even though I've been GLCW champion longer than anybody in history, and I'm the only indie guy to have the title and all this shit. Like I'm still chasing the guys that I watched on Windy City TV. Like
that's the name of Backwoods' biopic, Chasing the Soul Touches.
Well, like legit, Steve.
Well, I do. So
this is not.
Let me hop in real quick.
Okay, stop for a second.
Like,
no, for real. Like this is not when Backwoods comes out. This is
no. I'm saying because she has a question. Let her get to it.
I know, but hold on. Hold.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Cactus. Like I've waited all week to say this. Like for real.
Okay.
This is legit. Like this ain't Backwoods. None of this stuff. This is me, Kay, like the guys that you know outside of wrestling. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't strive to be the guy that I am today. Like you guys, Trauma, Marche Rocket, C-Red, Willie the Bomb, Acid Jazz, you guys are the reason that Backwoods Brown strives to be the top guy wherever he goes. And I command that respect wherever I go. It's because you guys gave me the privilege to be able to ride in the car with you guys and to sit and listen and get the knowledge from you guys. And I'm in the position now to where guys sit and ask me to watch their matches and give them critiques, and people look at me to be the guy on the shows and this, that, and the other. But if it wouldn't have been for you guys, legit, from the bottom of my heart, it wouldn't have happened. Like, for you guys believing in me from being that kid from the south side of Chicago and taking a chance and seeing something in me, it wouldn't happen. So I've told Red this and I've told Marche this. Jay, I haven't gotten a chance to tell you this. Like, it means the absolute most to me. It means the world to me that I'm able to continue to carry that legacy that I saw from you guys and the knowledge that you gave me to give to younger guys and try to help them along the way that you guys helped me.
Hey man, I'm not about to start crying on this motherfucker. I'm just
I was just gonna say there are too many dry eyes on this Zoom.
I'm not about
Somebody
to start.
needs to start crying.
No, because I've been, let me tell you something. I've been dealing with some bullshit, heartbreak, and everything. I've been crying for the past 2 weeks. I'm not finna cry. Let me tell you something. Shut the fuck up, Shay.
No, but I seriously and legit mean that. Like, you guys don't really realize how much of an impact you had on me in wrestling. Like, out of everybody, me and Marche have worked more shows and been up and down the road more than anybody. And
well, this is what I'm saying for me, seriously. All jokes aside, you say us looking out for you as a kid from Chicago. I mean, when you really think about it, minus Shay being from the burbs, we all kids from Chicago. That's what all of us are.
Yeah,
we're literally a group of kids from Chicago, and we're a bunch of urban kids who just happen to have a dream and love a business. And the thing was, we have something collectively and individually that separates us from a lot of people. You know, and look, what we had, there are a lot of places that have copied what we brought. Like, I will never forget the phone call. Look, he became a great friend, God rest his soul, but I will never forget the phone call. Me and Willie were getting with Shad and Jay. They started doing their vignettes. Everybody was like, you niggas on TV, but not on TV. And I was like, what do you mean? And it was the whole, you know what I'm saying? So things like,
man called you.
Huh?
Paper Plate Man called you.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He called me. I was at church in the sound booth trying to do the audio for the youth seminar, and I'm sitting there, my phone blowing up, and I'm like, the way he calling, I'm like, damn, who died?
Yeah.
And then I had to wait until I could. And what's wrong? Hey man, y'all on TV, but y'all ain't on TV. See, what you call me for, and I'm in church.
Like, but all is still. But to say all that, Kate, before you go, because I won't even hear what Cactus. I want to hear what she got to say. But I'm gonna say this, bro. What you've done, I've not told you this. I always tell Shay, I love watching him. I'm always be fucking proud of Marche, because every time I look up, he's somewhere still putting work in. The shit you've done to be the black dude at GLCW speaks volumes up there. To be an indie dude that's holding that belt speaks volumes. The shit you've been doing in the Midwest, bro, that's you. You put in the work and you still put in the work, dog. Like, I know the difference between K and Backwoods, but I know what Backwoods do in that ring. You know what I mean? And so for everything you say to me, it means a lot. It means the world. But for you, bro, from the bottom of my heart, for me sitting 2,000 fucking miles away, I watch everything you do, dog. Don't ever think, I see everything everybody. Look, it's like we all watching each other. I see what Shay doing all the time. I see what you doing. I see what Red doing when he going through more emotional shit than a little bit. Like, this nigga need a therapist. But I'm here for all of y'all.
I do. That ain't no. Hey, I said it. That's
true.
Did I not admit last week that I admit to the world that I
Yeah. No. That's nothing wrong with that. Same here. But keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, just keep busting your ass the way you are. Look, I know I told people I was probably, like, my whole announcer thing was going to be that I was going to be officially done next year during Mania week, because Mania is here. And I was going to do a bunch of shows and ride that out. I might do some shows, but here's the thing. I don't have time to work anymore. I've been blessed with stand-up career and acting and shit like that. As much as I love lacing up these boots, having my intro music playing, going out there and fucking somebody up and doing shit people can never believe they see me do. I can't no more because my bills get paid telling these yucks and everything. And I ain't gotta wake up the next morning and tell myself, oh Jesus, here we go. Oh God. So yeah. Let Cactus say what she gonna say. She been wanting to say something for the longest.
Go ahead, Cactus. My bad.
Fine. I've actually been wanting to say this for like a long time, but I always forget because it's like one of those core memories. So every time you guys bring up Windy City Pro, so I think I've mentioned that I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling when I was younger at all. And like the sneaky shit I used to have to do to watch it, like taking advantage of the fact that my mom didn't understand technology and, you know, utilizing this is before TiVo and DVR, like recording on a VHS while she was watching something else on the TV because I had changed the channel on the VCR. But one time I was babysitting, and it's probably like 1998 or 99 or 2000 or something, and we found Windy City Pro on cable access. And
don't tell us it was like some of those, like, you know, the porno channels with like the thing is like unclear
and it was all the waves and shit. Like
you had to kind of look between the lines.
It was Windy City Pro. It was Windy City Pro. It was you guys. It was, I don't know who it was. Now I'm trying to like think back, because this is like, I was like 12, 13, trying to think back. But it was like and I could never find it again. And I remember trying so hard to find it because it's like, that's here. I can see that here. And it took me a long time to get around to wrestling for various reasons. But like, it's just funny to me that like Windy City Pro is one of my first exposures, even in a small way, to wrestling. And then now it's kind of come like full circle for me. So that's all I wanted to say. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, I can understand that, Cactus. Like I said, I grew up watching all these guys on Windy City, and it really made me want to be a pro wrestler. And for, you know, between personal life and everything that's happened, you know, for the longest time, me and Marche, and he'll tell you this, we were super tight, and then personal life stuff happened and this, that, and the other, but I still have so much love and respect for Marche. And even, I don't know if you know this, Shay, even like, because me and EC3 are super tight, you know, and I talk to him all the time. And we had Alton K and Marty Bell on our shows. And even before me and you start reconnecting and talking, I asked them, hey, how's Marche doing? This, that, and the other. No matter what, I always want and to know that like the VIP family is tight. You know, when Jay was on Showtime and all that stuff, I texted him right away and said, man, I'm so proud of you. You know, me and Red, by the grace of God, we got to do Blizzard Brawl last year for Dave Hero in front of, you know, 3,000 people. And he got to be out there with me, and we took promo pictures and got to do all that stuff. So no matter what happens in life and in this universe, we all go down our different paths and this, that, and the other. It all still comes back to the people I know and the group that helped mold me and make me into who I am and what I try to emulate as a professional wrestler. It's being in the car with all you guys and going on road trips with all you guys. Like, I'm trying not to get overly emotional and all this stuff. Like, you guys talk.
We know Jay ain't gonna cry. You good.
You guys.
He's a good Christian, though. Jay's being a Christian.
Jay's being a good
appreciate Jay. He's
I'm
on the
tell you
cross.
something. Here's why I'm not. I'm telling you this. Y'all not already trying to put me. Let me tell you something. Y'all not finna have me.
But you guys taught me pro wrestling, and it's so crazy to sit back and think that I'm getting ready to go into my 17th year in pro wrestling. Like,
that is nuts.
You know, I'm getting ready to hit 17 years as a pro, in wrestling, and I still take all the knowledge that you guys gave me, and to sit there in locker rooms and to have guys say, as I'm listening to my boots, "Hey, Backwoods, can you watch my match and give me pointers?" It's like, wait a second, I'm still going back to when I was that green kid, you know, being in the car with you guys. So it's really hard for me, you know, to say, it's it's really it's hard for me to look at you guys and say, like, dude, like, I'll watch your match, but I'm still just this kid that watched these guys on TV trying to break in and emulate what I saw, because and I know all you guys can attest to it. It's so hard being if not the only one or a few black guys in the locker room and being on top, you know, because it's hard, you know. It's a struggle trying to make sure that you're not only doing the people that laid the groundwork before you proud, but still doing the business that needs to be done that's presented to you. It's extremely hard, and that's one of the biggest things that I've had to come across, because now I'm in the position where, you know, so many people look at me and say, oh, well, Backwoods don't want to put guys over, or he doesn't want to do jobs, this, that, and the other. And I tell everybody, it's not that I don't want to do jobs, but number one, I have to protect my brand, and the business has to make sense. And I want to thank all of you guys for taking me under your wing and teaching me from an early age that whatever you do, the business has to be done right and has to make sense. And Shay, me and you have been up and down the roads more than anybody. Like, we have worked so many places together and done so many shows together and have been in the ring together. So you know what I'm saying, but I'm not trying to be on a high horse or a pedestal, but I can't thank all of you guys enough for everything that you did for me in the beginning stages when I broke in, because I look at so many young guys now and they don't have what you guys gave to me. And when I try to give it to them and try to have conversations with them, they're not receptive and they don't understand what I'm saying.
No, and just to piggyback off of that, I don't think that'll ever, something like that won't ever transpire again. I think because of how the business has gone and how things have changed. I get what you're saying, Backwoods, because I'd say it all the time too. I was extremely blessed to come in when I did and was able to align myself with the group of guys, Red, Willie, Jazz, Jay, Cassius, like, you know, the list goes on. Because I agree, because I was like, I was 18. I was literally a young buck. Yeah. Literally didn't know shit from shine over.
Yep. And see, and that's what makes it so relatable. School, you were 18, I was 19, you know.
It was literally, I always chalk it up in my head. It was like literally going from high school to military. And each one was just like, all right, buddy.
Well, that's funny because your first gimmick was Special Forces.
I know. And hey, the Lord has a purpose for everything. So it was just like, Who would have foretold this tale? But no, just from like 18 till now. Shoot, next year would be 20 years. 20 years.
Wait, you just hitting 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 20. I'm at 22. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm at 22. So yeah.
And
That's
exactly what I'm saying. Is like you guys.
Jesus Christ. First of all, let me stop right. We just really said 17, 20, 22 in the pro wrestling business. If you'd have told the teenage version of me, bro, you'd have been in pro wrestling 22 years. I'd have been, if you don't get your dumb ass away from me. Like,
right. Dude, that's
the
crazy part, right? Yeah.
And this will be 20 years consistently. 20 years consistently. No time off.
Oh, excuse the fuck out of me for having a side career. You lousy bitch.
That's Marche on the mountain. Marche is on the mountain.
I've done 20 years straight. I don't know about you, Mr.
Baby.
Comedy Man.
I'm all day. It's in the name. I can't take the time.
You got all day finally. Finally,
I can't take the time off, brother. I wish, but I probably should have said half day. Maybe I wouldn't have had to do all those X Division matches and those 4-7 a taping. Like, good Lord. Can we say part day? Can we go? Can I go just a little quarter of the day, Marche? No, but no, I agree with everything, man. Like I think we were all fortunate to find one another and then just to build off of that. And that's something that is severely rare you find in this business. And unfortunately, you can give the best advice when people come up there. Steve knows this, when I'm asked questions and I'm trying to trying to convey the teachings and the guidance that was given to me the same way. The truth of the matter is I can't give the exact experience because what this is, they'll never be able to obtain that.
Mm.
All I can give them is a small slither and hope that they can come close. I say the greatest advice now that I can give is that to anybody who enters the business is like, don't do it alone. Don't go in alone. If you have the opportunity to get with a group of experienced men and just ask questions until they tell you, get the hell out of my face. You know what I mean? But because otherwise, that's the closest you'll ever come to something like this. But some listen, some don't.
They don't.
But, and for the ones that do, they finally just like, wow, like that was one of the greatest things. I said, yeah, that's how you make it. You don't make it by yourself. I use the analogy like a pitcher, and you're pushing this boulder up this mountain. People say, oh, how do I get to where you're? Say, well, I was pushing this boulder up the mountain, trying to WWE. But I was doing that by myself until it just like, finally hit me when it was like, oh, I need a team. I need somebody to back me up. And once you start doing that and you start getting that collective, man, dude, the floodgates open.
And it's so funny that you say that, Jay, because I'm at the point now where I get so many guys like, and it's tough doing shows where you get greased and they hand you the cash in your hands, and I get guys now, they're like, man, I wish I made as much money as you did. And I'm like, bro, it was a long uphill struggle. I remember being in locker rooms and being on shows asking all you guys, man, how do I get to the point where I can get a $50 payday? Like where I can get $50 handed to me and it's all mine. It's nobody else's. And I'm like, you have to work on every aspect of your craft. Like, if this is what you want to do, you have to work on everything. And, you know, before you hopped on, Shay, I told Jay and Steve this. It's so nice to do like big shows where I can get, you know, just off of merchandise alone, a really nice chunk of change, because I put in the time to build my brand and build who I am as a character.
Yeah.
And it's all from all the moments and interactions I had with you guys, from, you know, being that green kid, asking a million questions, saying, well, what do I need to do? How do I get over? And then even after all those guys are gone, and it was just me, it was just me and you, Shay, being in cars saying, man, you know, Marsha, I'm having these matches and I see the progression in my work and want to get better.
Right.
I'm still not you. I'm still not where you are. And now to finally be in the spot to where I saw Ryan's head, Rion, but
Get into me.
We're gonna throw it over to the man with the lighted phone.
Speaking of light,
Go ahead, Jay. What do you got?
I would like to say that we understand that Backwoods Emotion is brought to you by whiskey. I know. Shut the fuck up, Jay.
God damn it, Jay. It's not even that. Like
we no. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Nope.
Shut up.
Hey, I put enough time in where I can finally tell you to shut up.
Whoa.
Fair.
You guys don't tell somebody from Showtime to shut up.
Wrap it up. This is the thing on stage, and you wrap that shit up, bro. You got a minute left.
All right.
Wrap that shit up.
I'm taking it back. I'm gonna
tell you what I just told the referee at the last show. Motherfucker, I'm a top guy. I'm a top guy.
You're a top guy.
You don't get to tell me shit. Like,
nope. All right, the Christmas episode is over. We are done. Listen, there's a reason I wanted these three guys here tonight for this episode, for what happened exactly the way it happened. The whole reason we do this show is for the stories and the memories, and you bring us into your stories and you make them so real and so vivid. And anybody that's starting out in this business, anybody that's in this business right now, can take so many things that all of you guys said tonight, and it can help them. And it was so entertaining. And I knew it would be, hence the term, the three wise men. And throughout the entire 3 years we've been doing this show, whether it be Backwoods/K or Jay Washington, all the way from California, or Marche Rocket with now, I think this might be appearance 16, which I got to get you a coat. I'm working on that.
I'm about to say, Steve.
I'm working on the coats.
He wants the shirt to change.
Our merchandise.
I want a jacket, at least a zip-up hoodie.
We got to get you something, some kind of fleece, something really nice.
A beer koozie.
At least
a beer koozie.
You guys have always been so generous with your time. You know, Jay is doing stand-up and Showtime, and still he took time out to come here tonight and have fun with us. Marche, flying here, there, and everywhere, taking time out from his family Christmas week to be here tonight for our finale. And Kay, every time I brought this up, I'll be there the whole fucking time. I don't care. I can't thank you enough for supporting what we do. And that's why I wanted you three here tonight, because you are the best of us. You are why we do this, and we thank you for it. And you ended 2022 in the best possible way. And I can't express my gratitude enough for what people are going to watch when I put it up on social media. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel empowered listening to you talk about each other and talk about what you're doing. It's amazing. And then there's Cactus and Red and Rion, and you gave me a moment this past weekend that I will never forget my whole life. And that's the beauty of this business. Whether it's hard, whether it's easy, whether you're in a car, whether you're in a plane, you know, whether you're feeling good or feeling bad, there's always those moments in this business that you look at and you're like, man, that is something I'll never forget in my whole life. And these are the things we try to do here on the Power Hour. We want moments. And whenever you three get together, you give moments like no other. I didn't ask a goddamn question tonight. I didn't give you a topic. We didn't even start fucking recording yet. And Washington's fucking around the bend. And, you know, it's amazing. You guys don't need anything. You just create memories. And we hope you do it forever because we are better with you around telling these stories and making us all feel good, especially in a world that can be hard sometimes. And I don't know if you understand how entertaining and how much you help make people feel better. And it's a tribute to who you are and what you've been together, whether Team Dammit, Soul Touches, wherever you are, Wisconsin, Chicago, doesn't matter. Atlanta, wherever you are, you make people better. Marche Rocket in the locker room makes people better. I would be signing off tonight for the last time if it wasn't for Marche Rocket. So you help people, you teach people, you continue to teach people, and that makes you the strongest guests we can possibly have on this show. And we thank you for your time. And that's what this is all about. That's why we wanted to do this Christmas show with you. I had many things to talk about with shows that we saw this weekend, but I'm not going to, because there's no way I can follow up what you guys did tonight with anything else. So I'm just going to say thank you. I'm just going to say we are going to dedicate a month to you in 2023. I'm going to get you
don't
for a
do
month.
this.
I'm going to give
Don't
you
do
4 weeks, part A, B, C, and D. So
Well,
keep
Steve,
your
before
ears
you
open.
cut, Steve, before you cut everyone off without warning, I do want to take you up backwoods on the pointers on the lariat.
Yeah,
I do want to
absolutely.
Do you want to take you up on that?
Cactus, and like I said earlier, I got it from Trauma and Willie. That is my finish, because growing up as a kid, Stan Hansen and fucking Bruiser and all those guys, like that's what I watch. So
yeah.
The lariat.
Can I give you a quick tip? I don't do the lariat as much as those guys, but I'll give you my little 2 cents. Whatever you do, when you throw that lariat, just make sure they don't have a prosthetic ear. That's all I'm saying.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
I can do that.
In this show, in this damn show.
I don't
In
think
this
Miles
ladies
has
and gentlemen,
prosthetic ear.
Hey,
I don't think Miles has
Shay,
prosthetic ear.
Shay,
Thank
Can
you
you
for
back me up
watching
on that,
Power
Ryan?
Hour in
Prosthetic ear.
2022.
you do not realize
Washington.
I did a show. I did a show back in maybe May with the Hardy Boys in Wisconsin at the big expo center. And I hit this dude with the lariat for the finish. I go for the cover. I'm like, where the fuck is he? He was legit laying on top of me, and I had to put me off backwards.
I'm at the cut backwards off. I'm at the cut backwards off. Backwards is going all night. Backwards is going till midnight. Backwards don't give a fuck.
Brother, I got stories for days, man.
Backwards is the new Willie.
Now that I'm finally getting a chance to talk, I have all these questions.
That was talking. That wasn't none of us. That was the liquor.
All right, ladies. Oh, don't you hide your nose.
Right.
I have one more
Good
question.
night, everybody.
One more question.
Oh, here we go.
One more. Okay, I was so good. I wasn't mean to anybody tonight because I got all out when I slapped the shit out of Damian Gray.
Yes, you did.
I did. Do you do the shows backwoods at the Brat Stop in Kenosha?
I do.
Okay. That's my favorite fucking restaurant. So we've never gone to a show there because Andrew Hot Rod does Frontline. So we usually stop there on the way up and down, and we always see the signs for the shows, but we never go.
So Cactus, I will tell you,
All
I do those shows.
All right. Before we start talking about restaurants, Rion's leaving. Jay hasn't made eye contact.
Hey, wait, Steve. Before Rion leaves, Rion, I need you to tell the world Backwoods is coming back to Illinois again.
Oh, I was
in
going to get to that.
2023.
No, there was stuff happening.
Is
But
Backwoods
where is he coming back to
IPW?
Illinois?
That would be January 29th. But that's
No, don't re-on. We got to put it out there. Who am I wrestling on the 29th?
Who's he wrestling on the 29th?
Oh, Max Holiday.
Oh,
And where? Where?
at IPW.
That's the day after my bout.
I get to call that
I'm gonna be
match.
dead.
Oh, wow.
What was that?
Why'd you, Rion just
Backwoods.
so pissed.
Hey, so Backwoods doesn't get to come home a lot because a lot of people in Illinois don't want to book Backwoods these days. But I'm coming back because Rion reached out to me, and we finally want to make the dream.
I'm currently putting shit on right now, as you can see.
Okay.
They want to make the dream match happen. Backwoods and Max Holiday in Illinois
That's
on
something
January
you
29th.
called on here. You called that on here.
Next holiday, Backwoods Brown in January, IPW. Jay Washington, Backwoods, Marche gone. Marche left.
Yeah.
Marche said, fuck this. All right. Thank you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Jay Washington's on Showtime. Backwoods Brown is all over Wisconsin. Cactus Rack, you're a treasure. C-Red, you're an icon. Rion, thank you. On behalf of the Power Hour, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We will see you all in 2023. Good night, everybody.